My story began one autumn evening more than 10 years ago, when I wanted to enlight my fireplace in the living room. My clothes caught on fire. Within seconds, my whole body was on flame and I couldn't control anything. In the moment when I was in hail flames and couldn't breathe anymore, I knew that I would die. Here I learned what devotion really means when I gave myself completely in the hands of God. The magic in this moment was that I didn't felt any panic or fear. The next I knew is that I was ejected out of my burning body. Suddenly, I stood 2 meters away and watched my burning body from outside. I realized suddenly there were two of me and I felt no connection to my physical body. I was also impressed that there was no heat and inner fight anymore. It was a very, very special moment. I observed the whole situation from outside. I saw how my son rushed into the living room, threw himself on me to put out the fire, watched the doctors arriving, the ambulance and the helicopter. At the hospital, they put my body into a coma 9 days long. My family was full of fear, but I felt more alive than ever before. In the hospital, something very special happened. I saw my body in the bed of the intensive care unit, full of cables, without any consciousness, and I waited what would happen next. Suddenly appeared a very bright energy. The whole room was full of light, and I felt a love that I never felt before in my whole life. It was the first time that I met my spiritual guide. He tracked me out of the hospital and guided me into countless spiritual levels. During my 9-day coma, he showed me how I really am. In my limitless, bodiless state, I was on an incredible journey beyond space and time, beyond human imagination, and visiting areas of consciousness and creation I'd never imagined existed. Because of this accident, I walked through the fire for myself like a phoenix. That's exactly why I am a complete new person today. Now, when people ask me who I am, I find it very difficult to answer very shortly. I would like to say with bright eyes, I am everything, but I don't. So I answer carefully, I am a person with two lives, a life before death and a life after death. All what happened before this wake-up call is gone. It's not important for me anymore. But I still feel that my old me felt lonely, unloved, and disconnected from the divine. I always wanted to escape. escape from my body, escape from my life, and out of my heavy feelings. Very intense, I explored the real meanings of my life. The real meanings of my life and the relationships in my life. I realized that the divine is never outside of our bodies. It's in every cell of our bodies integrated. We are the divine. Through this experience, I am happy to be back in my body. Now I live my life a second time, but completely different. And now everything for me is like a miracle. I feel fulfilled with myself. I am happy in my body now. I would say he has become the love of my life now, and my true self has now full control over the direction of my life. All the values, everything that was important before, everything that I wanted to reach before, not longer matters to me. I've learned to let things come to me, to express what needs to be expressed, to let my emotions come and go, and to no longer stand in the way of this flow. Many people ask themselves, why are we here on earth? What I can tell you first is why you are not here. You are not here to feel small and powerless. You are not here to pay off a debt. You are not here to pass any kind of test. You are also not alone or disconnected from your true self, even if it may feel that way sometimes. No one's forgotten you. No one's judging you. No one expects anything from you. You are here to remember that everything is a part of you. And you have a great creative power, and you don't have to hide from yourself. You are here to break your own limits, to make your consciousness bigger, to enrich yourself and the world around you. I want to remind you of everything that you really are. If you set the light free that is in everyone, you will see the miracles that are here for everybody. This book, 9 Days of Infinity, speaks about my personal journey, but it's also about your journey and the journey of everybody. Because we all come from the same source. We all walk different ways. We look into different directions. But at the end, we all want to find our way back to our true home. And never forget, you are so much more than you think you are.